Am I gonna be able to see the chat? Is it gonna come up?
Yeah.
Okay. What up? What up? What up?
Hi.
What up,
Hold on.
player?
I was going to say, I think you might just see my head because I was chatting. Do you know how to see the chat?
No.
Okay. So on the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a chat button.
Okay. Yes, I see
Hi,
it.
Zombie. And you look beautiful, by the way. You look so gorgeous. Okay, so go to the chat button and you're going to see private chat up on the top. And then you're going to see all chat or something. You want to go to all chat.
Ooh, I see. Okay.
Yes. So you see everybody now, right?
Players, what it do? What it do?
Yay. Okay. Hi, guys. Oh my God. So many new people, not new people, but old people are in here. Hi, MT. It's so good to see you. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. And I'll change that just for you, Ken. I promise. I'll change it to a more upbeat because I did change it. I really did. I changed it. And guess what? It didn't work for me very well, did it? How are you, Miss Mindy?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. But the chat went away. So I can either see myself or I can't. You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to not see myself?
Exactly. But you know what, though? If you would rather see the chat, then do that. But I would like to set some ground rules. And what I think we could do is you and I could chat for a little bit, and then we can both watch chat. I can highlight things and you can reply to whom you choose to reply to because I'm sure people are going to have questions. Hi, guys. Yang, I want you to, just do your thing. Sweet Pea, we do not have a mod chat, so let me just set some ground rules. Sweet Pea, you're the welcoming committee tonight. Terry Lynn, you know what is not, go ahead, 1 second, Mindy. You know what we're not going to deal with. Me and Mindy can take bitches and hoes and your trash and all that. That's fine. We're not doxing truck companies. We're not doing any of that. And I don't want anyone blocked off the channel. I would like for them to be timed out. And if I see any of the other mods come in, I will definitely remind them. But I also thank you, Miss Terry Lynn. Also, both of yous, I am really, really bad at asking people to hit the like button. Can we all work on being conscious of paying attention to how many people are watching as opposed to like what likes have been hit? If you don't mind, and help me to remind me, and then I'll say the things as well. And then that'll help for the replay gang and the live stream. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, it is so hot today. Yes, MT. Mindy, it is so good to have you. It is so, look at that smile. Like it's just your smile's contagious, and I have to cover myself because I only have one front tooth, you know. Like you're so fucking cute. You're so cute, even with a hat on. And like I was just telling you, we were back here for a couple minutes, that it looks like you went and got some like plastic surgery for your cheekies, right? And it's just you putting on some weight and how great it looks on your face. It really just looks great.
Thank you. Your girl has gained some pounds. We got the LBs packing. I'm stacking LBs, y'all. Stacking LBs. Bitch.
What does that mean? LBs. What does that mean?
The pounds. I'm stacking the pounds.
Got you. I'm girl, I'm slow. That's all right. I know, right, Lurk? I'm so glad to have her on. Okay, so I actually, I don't know if anyone reached out to you. Nina, thanks. Mindy, you look great, Nina says. Whatchamacallit? People, as soon as they realized your content went away, they decided to come and like leave comments under my thing, just like they would, you know, like if you disappear before. And they were like, oh my God, what does this mean? What is going on? What's going on with the channel?
Publicity stunt or something. You would think Jessica can't tell me how to do.
I got up, so I just wanted to put that on.
Adam said, "Oh, you care about social media," and I said, "This is how much I care, my man." Delete, because we'll do it again, and I'll do it again, and I'll do it again, and I'll do it again. Okay, if I want, but I had to show him that I have changed, and social media ain't shit. You know, I love all of you. And you have my email. So if you want to email me and keep on me, you should. You know, I gave y'all my email. Here has my number. You know what I'm saying? I did disappear. I'm sorry. I had to prove to my man and the things around me that social media ain't shit to me. Yeah, I had 700 subscribers in what, 9 days? Is that a lot? Yeah. Was I getting hella views? Yeah. Is it everything in life? But no.
But I did say to Mindy, and because we know so much about her life, Brooke, I have to talk to you about one thing real quick in a sec. But I did say, considering we all know her, I think you guys would agree that social media can be very lucrative to some people, and Mindy is just one of them people. And although Adam is fully like willing to take care of Mindy, it is also important that Mindy knows she deserves financial independence. So it's good that you proved that to him, right? Like, I love that. Brooke, we are timing people out if they do doxing, if they come in here disrespectful as hell. You know, they can call us anything, say anything, okay? But we're not blocking anyone. We're just gonna time them out for a long time. You know what we can take. Like, you know what we can take as far as comments, because neither of us are looking at chat right now. We're gonna conversate, and then, you know, we'll have a time where you guys can ask her anything you'd like to.
I would like to.
So you approved. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna read the chat because I got a lot of hate watchers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna read the hate because I don't need the negativity. I'm on here to be positive. If anyone wants to be negative about my life, I don't have time for it, girl. I don't have time for it. So positivity only. I'm not gonna read it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna read the chat. But if you want to tell me or put up there a nice comment, a nice question, anything, I don't care. It doesn't have to be nice, but I'm not gonna read hate. I'm not gonna entertain it. I don't have time for it. I'm busy.
Well, how interesting that you say that, Mindy, because, you know, let's not forget, this is not your first rodeo. And that was your show. replying to the hate. Did you
Yeah.
speak to all of us in the chat? Absolutely. But
Mhm.
at the same time, that was your show. The way you
Yeah.
would, reply to these people and snap off on these people. Brooke is saying how great you look too. I wanted to point that out to you. And yeah, if you don't want to look at chat and, while you're on here, you totally don't have to. I will definitely read them to you. No problem.
I just don't need the distraction because I mean, I
Yeah,
don't want
totally.
people are going to try to get my temper to go off. I'm human. I'm human, so I don't want to see it out of the corner of my eye and get distracted for what's important. I'm live
Yeah,
on my
for
other
sure.
channel, and I just made the title of the live that I'm live on your channel, but I got people
Oh,
on
okay. Okay.
so anyway,
Cool.
eat
Cool.
everything.
Okay. So, did you start another channel? Are we still going to do a channel?
We are. I just haven't committed to. We have several options in there. I'm doing some custom rebuilds right now. I am. I started a TikTok channel yesterday. It's on fire. And then I started a YouTube channel. I'm not posting anything there yet. It's Sunday. Your girl said I'm gonna take the day off and think about some things. I'll read some things. Tomorrow I'm gonna make some decisions. Okay. Susan! Susan! There she
I
is!
had to. I haven't seen her in forever.
I love Susan! Susan loves my dog. Susan would appreciate this story. Susan, do you want to know something I learned today? I was today years old when I realized, tell me that Bambi, baby deer, if a baby deer, if the mother says, baby deer, you stay right here, that baby deer will fucking sit there and wait for its mommy and let a motherfucking coyote eat it. I said, then you want me to go cook deer meat for dinner? I'm out, bro. I'm not eating it. I fed it to the dog. I made this fucking funny TikTok. I gotta go. I'm hanging up. Bye. Meet me on Cheers channel. Bye. Okay. I gotta show you this video because it's really fucking funny because Susan will love it because SJ's in it. Okay? Everybody loved SJ. He's the most famous dog in the world. Hold on, but you gotta see this real quick. It's just funny. This is what my TikTok channel is called. Girl Gone Truckin' with No I. It's just the end. I posted that on my community tab. And then my new TikTok channel is going to be called, what is it, Tira? I sent it to you. I think it's Girl Gone Truckin', but with the I in.
Yes, with the I in it. Yes.
Okay, so
And I
that's
will link that for the replay gang. I couldn't link it in the StreamYard. I can do it after the stream though for the replay gang.
okay. But I just want you guys to watch this real quick. With the deer situation, okay? Please don't tell me the story about how Bambi, if its mom leaves it there, Bambi will not get up. Did you know that? That if Bambi's mom tells it to stay put, that Bambi is going to stay put, even if a coyote is about to eat Bambi. I don't like that story. I didn't like that. And now we're right back to your girl ain't eating no damn deer meat. I'm going to cook some right now, though. Hold on. This is Bambi. I'm sad. I'm going to feed it to the dog. No. You eat Bambi. You guys the same size. What is that? Ain't no baby. It wasn't a baby. But still, your girl not eating no fucking deer. I'm trying to get.
Oh my God, you made a TikTok about it. I love it.
Yeah.
See, and I think Adam will be kind of mad, right? So I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Is that what Mindy did with her kids? Fed them to her dog. Yeah, Mindy's cult survivor can be timed out for 24 hours whenever you guys get to her. Yeah, I'm not going to have like a cult survivor in here to talk about anybody with their kids. Like, that's all you had to do was come in here and not be a gross pig. And you could have said anything, cult survivor. You really could have. You really fucking could have. 24 hours timer out. She don't get to speak in here. I would have been more than happy even. She is so weird, PJ. She really is. She really is.
I was a cult.
Or
I had
Julio.
a cult. A cult. I was a drug addict.
You know what though? Mindy? You had a community. They can call it what they want to, but Mindy, you had a real following. You had a real following. They can call it what they want to.
For granted. I took every single one of them for granted. All their love I took for granted. And And I hope that they don't feel bad. I hope that everybody understands that while I love you, I have to love my man who stood by my side for 2 fucking years out on these roads, fucking trucking. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows my life. You don't know shit about Adam. He's a good old boy. He's a good old fucking country boy. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
people paid a little more close attention. Like, I sold my TikTok to get that apartment. That doesn't mean that that was Adam's apartment. Okay, I'm a
Sure.
felon. Your girl can't get her apartment.
Right. Right.
Use your fucking
Yeah,
head.
no, he's okay for now. Actually, you know what, Mindy? I do love that story. Your favorite, hater, Yang, is in here, and they said, tell the story about the snake. I agree.
Okay.
I love the story about the snake and the old lady.
Yes. Okay.
What
So
your grandfather taught you, and you love him to death.
there's a little old lady, and she lives in this little old neighborhood, and she's got a house, and every day she goes outside, she gets her newspaper, gets her mail every morning. One morning she goes outside just like every other morning, and there's a snake on the sidewalk. And he's flipped upside down on his back, and he's like, "Help me, I'm sick, please, I'm dying." And so she picks him up, and she takes him inside, and she gets him a cage, and she gets him food, and she gets him medicine, and she nurses him back to health. And every day she takes him out, and they play. One day she wakes up like every other day, takes the snake out of the cage, plays with the snake, and he fucking bites her. And she said, "Why would you do that? I saved your life. We were friends." And he said, "Bitch, you knew I was a snake when you picked me up. Don't be all shocked and shaken. If you pick up a snake and you get
Yeah.
bit, don't be
Yeah.
shaken,
Yeah. And isn't that the thing that, there's snakes in the grass everywhere. And you know what? I wish I love when people tell stories about their grandparents and stuff, because I wish I had grandparents that told me just one thing wise. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, looking
No,
back,
nobody is being blocked.
my grandpa taught me everything. Like, I mean, it's like, I mean, looking back on everything, I was the girl in high school. My parents had horses, quarter horses. My stepmom, I mean, not my stepmom, my mother and my
Miss
stepfather.
Boo.
I've always been a country girl, but it didn't fit with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to country music. I know every George Strait song, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, you name it, all the old Kenny Chesney. I got pulled off Kenny Chesney's motherfucking tour bus by my hair, girl, by my
Oh my
hair.
God. Oh my God, Mindy. Only you.
Sure the fuck did. On my motherfucking dog, I did. And I told my parents, I'm like, I'm going to get on Kenny Chesney's bus, because they came out into the audience during the concert. And my parents are like, yeah, right. Because they're with all their friends drinking and shit. I'm like, bye. And I'm going to get on the bus with my friend Katie Valdivia. I would like to find her because she's got pictures still. I think my sisters might have the pictures too, but I'm not sure. They know. I'm sure they know. Kennergy will. I think Kennergy is one of my sisters, but I'm not sure. So anyway, they know. I'm only positive. Okay. And so and all the
Hi,
things.
Beverly.
And they're, "Beverly, what up, girl?" So they're looking for me. My parents are looking for me, and I hear my stepdad with the, rapping that shit about, I work for the FBI and shit. He pulls out his badge, opens the door. Here he comes on that bus, girl. And I mean, we're talking, we're talking like this. Okay, he wrapped that shit up in his hands and pulled me off that bus. Hella embarrassing.
Wow. Wow. Hi, Miss Blue. We are not going to do any blocking tonight, because obviously we know there could be some really big assholes, but definitely don't hold
block
back on the timing out for 24 hours, because they just don't need to be here if they're gonna be doxing and talking about kids and shit. So that's what we're on tonight, Miss Blue. Thank you for being here.
Do owner operators get in trouble? Like, if you're an owner operator, is it the same? Ask your hater that doxed his company that he didn't do that. I mean, whatever, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody needs Mindy's man's job, just give me a call. She tries to hide it, but man, I know my trucks.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, they don't even know
And
where
it's just
he's
like,
from. Get the
gosh.
fuck out of here. And there will always remain a mystery. You know what I'm saying? They'll never know. They'll never figure that shit out, because people are better than these people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just as good as these people are better, because y'all didn't figure that shit out. Nobody did. They pulled up an eviction, but nobody pays attention. I paid for that apartment. Did you think I paid for Adam's apartment, y'all? I sold my TikTok because your girl needed a place to live, and I got evicted because Adam left. If you remember that, and the lease was up. The lease was up, and we were broke up, so he did not renew my lease. And then all the things, you know. So I
What do
stayed
you
there.
think about being down south? What do you think about being down south? You think you could be an old Southern girl?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Good,
Your girl's
good.
been. I've been outside. Yesterday I went outside, looking up in the deer stand, and I'm like, this feels like a little bit like when I fell off the bunk at CCA when I was in the feds. I'm like, I feel like this by myself up this big fucking ladder in the deer stand, but it was so fun just to go sit up there and chill, you know, by myself, just whatever. So I'll be back on the road next week. And I got a
Mindy,
lot of things
are
going
you
on.
on your Wi-Fi or are you on your phone's Wi-Fi or your phone's internet?
Hold on. Let me relocate
Yeah,
to over
Terry
here.
Lynn is saying that you're cutting in and out. So yeah, I would hate for them not to hear you.
Is that better? Is it
Yeah,
better?
I hear you fine. Yeah,
Can
I
you hear
hear
me?
you fine. Yeah, you're like maybe on a little
Mhm.
delay, but like nothing terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here all night. So you know what I'm saying. I want to come on and say hi. And if there's anything, Tara, you want to ask me and stuff, like let's just you know, I don't want to be on here all night. And for that reason, it's because now I got to sit next to this thing and I don't want to sit next to it. I am in the middle of
Right.
fucking nowhere, you know. And I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi it ain't shit out here because there's nothing.
And
There's
that's
nothing out
what
here.
I figured. Yeah, because you sent me pictures and it looks like there's a lot of you know what I'm saying? So like I'm not surprised that you're cutting in and out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean that's why I was worried about that. I'm like, oh my God, what if I can't see everybody? You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted you guys to see that I'm okay. And then I'm still
Yeah,
the good thing about being sober is y'all motherfuckers will be the first people to know if I'm ever not sober. You know what I'm saying? Although I'm crazy. Like I'm crazy. Like energy level is insane. Like remember usually when you do drugs, your dopamine is like so depleted and you have no energy. Your girl can't sit still. I have severe ADHD and I have some psych problems for sure. I don't give a fuck. I will be crazy and all the things. I will never be back on psych meds again because that's what had me real fucked up was those meds. You know what I'm saying? If you can't go back and look at like my, you know, like some of my videos and see like my, God, it's cringe. I don't even want to talk about it. So.
Well, I
What up?
would like to
What up,
say
girl?
that especially before you get down, because I'll sit here with them. You don't have to sit here with us all night. You feel free to leave whenever you want to. But people are saying that they're glad that the two of us are okay, you know, and things like that. My friends have come to me concerned because my hater has said that he has a video of me doing things on Bud Street. Can you please just confirm for everybody that there's no way he has a video of me doing anything on Bud Street because you didn't send it to nobody?
1000%.
1000%.
He's a lying ass motherfucker. And I hope he comes to wherever I am and tries to hate on me. Because guess what? I'll tell you this. A lot more motherfuckers are going to back me today, dick, than they ever have before. The blue collar workers, all the trucking industry, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So bring it, fool. Because I'm coming with a whole army. And they're much better people than you.
Yeah, I was concerned, and Jason reached out to me while me and Mindy were not talking, and he said, Tira, there is no video. So yeah, I knew he didn't. Well, first of all, he didn't show it. Who the fuck? Like, we know he would have showed some shit. Okay, let's be for real. But yeah, there was no video, guys. Nobody videotaped me. She's not a fucking creep. Did she run her mouth? She did. And it was only, and I think it's also easy to forgive because it's not something that I wouldn't have talked about. If it was something that I know I would have never said, I think I would have probably been a lot more angry and probably a little less forgiving. That's just really it. And no, Lurk, I talked to Jason when, you know, dude and Jessica broke up. He said he would come on, and then he left me on red a couple times, and I'm not gonna like stalk the guy. I don't think you guys want him that bad, you know. I am, Brooke. I really am. Yeah, it was all, and yeah, like I said, if she would have recorded me, that would have been very creepy. And, you know, and then to send it to people, that would have been a big betrayal to me. Talking, that's, you know, it is what it is. Like, I can totally move on. And, you know, she honestly doesn't remember a lot of that time. So, like, really, what am I supposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Say,
It's
oh,
like
now you're a changed person? Still, fuck you. I'm not doing that.
I mean, who does that? Nobody. Because do you need a second chance, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chance, Tara? Does everybody when they fuck up and they're drug addicts? So I don't want to hear that
Right.
shit. If you
Right,
want to
right.
anything I did before May 1st of 2025, get fucked because I don't need to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, how does it feel to like have like started? Because you know, I'm sure the day that you were able to walk out of the tent and say, "Oh my God, I don't have to be in this tent and suffer no more," it really probably felt like the first day of the rest of your life. Do you remember anything? Because that's really a big question I want to ask you. I'm gonna mute and everything. Like, just tell us what that feeling was, getting over it and coming out that tent.
Well, that's a pretty loaded question. I would say that
I tried.
I would say that the way that it felt was how I'm gonna cry.
I didn't expect that, but I did ask that on purpose because I think that's something we all want from you. And I think right now you're not ready to talk about the tent, and that's why you haven't, right? And that's okay. But I think people should know that it is so strong of you to even sit in that tent. Yeah, Adam could have sat on you for the first day. You could even tell us that. But like you still sat in that tent for the rest of those 2 weeks. And yeah, your kids motivated that whole situation. Adam did this, but Mindy, you sat in that tent. You could have left at any time. You didn't have nothing holding you back.
Man, I need to tell you when I tell you that, like, when I tell you that, when I tell you that, like, street drugs, was my problem for a long time as far as like my weight and stuff. I would use it to control my weight. Uh, I'll tell you that it's so sad for me because, like, I tried to go to treatment. Remember, I wanted to go to treatment so bad,
Yeah.
like the year before,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get off the benzos. I got kicked out of treatment over the benzos.
Yeah.
Remember, because I couldn't
Yeah.
get off. And
Yeah.
I feel like you can't help me with the fucking benzos, man. And then I left treatment and stayed on the benzos. Thank you, PJ. I love you. And I got I went home and still had the pills or whatever. And eventually the pills, you take more and more pills. And now I'm down, I'm tired, I'm gaining weight. And I got back on the dope, I got back on meth. Got back on meth, gain weight, get back on meth, gain weight, get back on meth. So I'll tell you what the tent was for me. The tent was like, okay, I let my boat. These are all. Did Adam know what to do? Not necessarily, but he always it's nature versus nurture with him, and he always had the right idea. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I love this man to my core. You know what I'm saying? And these were his requirements. I needed to learn to live with myself with no Botox, and then he would get it for me. No lip filler, not my hair done, no mirrors, love myself, stop calling myself fat, stop picking myself apart, stop all the fucking madness and all the insecurities, because these insecurities drive women, especially if you have a weight problem, to take Adderall. There's a million soccer moms in motherfucking America that are mother of the motherfucking year addicted to Adderall. And then, you know what? There's people in Johnson County, which is a rich neighborhood where I'm from, and they graduate to meth sometimes. Shit happens. It does. You know what I'm saying? And it's driven by insecurities. So he kept trying to explain to me, I feel like your insecurities really drive this addiction. You don't get all that. You know what I'm saying? None of that registers. It doesn't resonate with you. And it's like, and this was it. Okay. Time was up. It was do or die, sink or swim, all the things. He was done. And when I say done, he always said he was done, but he would still come pick up, whatever, and drop my rent off and do whatever needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I still had a place. And then him and the landlord got together and they were like, no. You know what I'm saying? She's doing this, that, and the third. Is he a hater for that? Okay, whatever. All the things. So it was just kind of like, here, we could go. We were at home at first when I left there, and I was like in the bed and I was freezing cold. The air conditioning was so cold to me and I had the chills, and I kept saying, like, I was like, I feel so tiny. I feel so small in this great big place. Like, I feel like really small, and I was cold, and he was like, let's go outside. Now you fast forward, it's all sensory issues. You know what I'm saying? And benzodiazepine and SSRIs are very, very dangerous as far as it's like a blanket that you have on all the time. And what they do is they block out your sensories. So when you're having anxiety, that's a sensory issue. You know what I'm saying? So you take a pill, and what happens when you take that Xanax? What happens when you take that sip of whiskey? What happens when you hit that meth or that crack or take a line of cocaine? Whatever it is that you do, it's a head change for everybody. It's a head change. So when I feel
even marijuana, I mean, sure, it's a head change for me.
Head change. You love it. You love it. You hate it. You can't live without it. All the things you fall under some category, right? The head change for me. So I learned that anxiety, and I am a person with bipolar disorder, and I'm unmedicated. So I'm going to have a lot of mania, and it is anxiety, insomnia. I'll go days without sleeping, and it makes me feel crazy. But I learned at a young age, at 15, my parents had me on all this medicine. So you take a pill and you have this head change. You know what I'm saying? So the mania comes on, and you get, it's just a lifestyle of taking pills or whatever. And so back to your question is the tent, so no Botox, no hair. And I'm a Botox chick. I have nothing in my face right now. This is me. This is just me. My hair ain't done. Okay. I got no Botox. This is your girl. This is what I look like. Natural. Okay. So, and I'm cool. Thank you. I feel pretty for the first time in my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always so insecure. Sober Minis amazing. Susan, I love you, girl. I love you. I'm sorry, I deleted my Facebook too. I said, click, delete all this shit. Don't challenge your girl. Don't challenge me. Because if you say I can't do it, I'm going to do it twice and take a fucking picture. Bitch. So, anyway, back to the tent. How did I feel when I walked out, to answer your question? I felt like very scared. I felt very insecure. And yes, there were times in the tent where I told Adam, you need to physically restrain me. And it wasn't because I wanted to walk out of the tent. I was in the middle of motherfucking bumfuck right here, where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? And did I stay in a hotel sometimes? I did, because it would rain. And I'm not, your girl did it. But I spent 4 nights out of those 14, just so we're honest. Let's keep it real. I did spend 4 out of 14 nights in a fucking hotel because it was raining. I didn't want to get wet because I had a lot of sensory issues. I got the chills. I got high blood pressure. I'm having seizures. I mean, I'm going through massive fucking detox, and all I have is cannabis. I was out in the woods. So if you tell me it can't be done, I'm going to tell you it can. And if you tell me weed don't work for anxiety and weed don't work for this and I'm going to tell you to get fucked. I'm going to ask you, were you only on weed? Were you only on weed? Because if you mix anything else with the weed, medicinal value is lessened. You know what I'm saying? It lessens the value medicinally.
I agree.
You got to go 5 days off of every fucking thing and then introduce weed. Because if it's a head change you want, girl, use weed. Because no matter how fucked up you are, you can be a weed junkie and you not destroy your life. You feel me? Because I get junked out on some weed, but I'm not going to destroy my life on weed. So if it's a gateway, I don't give a fuck, because I have an addictive personality. The head change happened for me at 14 and 15. My alcohol, and my parents give me pills. And I love a head change. So give me some fucking pills. And fuck off.
Right. And Brooke is actually saying in chat how she had felt a certain way and her feelings have completely changed on it. Because, I think it's people like you. Me, I'm just a recreational user, and I talk about how it helps with my anxiety. I don't deal with mania. I'm bipolar, but I'm the other one. I'm the opposite of you. So I don't deal with mania. So I don't need weed to sleep or anything. I'm just a recreational user and I can say the same things. No, you're saying I had this. This is what I had to help me through the withdrawals. And I'm telling you that, you know what I'm saying? It's people like you talking about it that will help
Bro,
people like Brooke finally see what it really is, you know?
I want pills
Oh
from the
my
doctor.
God.
I want drugs from a real drug dealer. I don't want some shit that grows in the ground because for me that wasn't a drug. I wanted to be a drug
Sure,
addict because I had a
sure.
junkie mentality. I had a junkie
Yeah,
mentality. And if you
yeah.
really think about it, it's a fucking plant, bro. You don't have to do shit to it. You dry it out and you fucking smoke it. How bad could it be for you? The Lord put it here. And as corny as that might sound to anybody, fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna cuss still and all the things, but I'm a good ass person with a good ass heart. And I always had a good heart. I wanted to be good. I wanted to be sober for y'all. I did for my kids, but I had to want it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
about my kids. It wasn't about my kids. I don't speak to my kids because I'm giving my kids space. My kids will fight me when it's time. You know what I'm saying? And
Sure.
my kid, I'm sure my children have already heard. Your mom's doing good. Your mom looks good. Your mom's sober. All the things. She's fucking crazy, batshit crazy. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you tell me your symptom, I'm going to tell you we will work because the withdrawals from benzodiazepine will fucking kill you. Google it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Seriously.
Sure death right there. That's a sure fucking death. Alcohol. So it's like
And I gotta tell you, Mindy, just from experience, when I was probably in my early 30s, I decided I wanted to get off benzos too. And I literally woke up with the right side of my body paralyzed from a seizure in my sleep. You
girl.
could have literally DIED out there, girl. And I have to ask you because someone brought it up. Are you currently Cali sober, or did you just use marijuana to get you through the tent life?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will smoke weed if I want to. I just don't want to.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like,
okay. So you're not Cali sober. Like it's not like, oh, I'm gonna smoke weed. You just will if you decide.
if I want
Right.
a head
Okay.
change, I'm
Okay.
fucking smoking a joint. If I want a head change, if I feel that coming, I'm smoking a joint. Fuck yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? I can get in a car and kill someone or kill myself. I ain't gonna OD on weed. So fuck off. You know? That's how I
Well,
feel.
and
I'm
And
passionate about
what about this? Do you think, since you just said that, wouldn't you agree that with your cravings, that will be a thing for probably years, right? Do you think weed is also helping with your cravings then? You said.
it. Fuck yes, because that's how I mitigate
Yeah,
any
girl.
fucking smoke a joint. Is because I want a head change. When I'm having cravings, all I want is a head change. Smoke some fucking weed, bitch. It's gonna change your head, I swear. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, weed would not work for me prior to this when I was on the SSRIs and the benzos. It's not even the dope and shit. It was the pharmaceutical bullshit I was on. It's like it blocks out something in your receptors to where the cannabis really can't work for you. And when I tell you that when I smoked this weed, I went into a forest, okay, and I'll never forget this. I walked into a forest. I smoked the weed. I told Adam, I said exactly what I said to him was I said, I need a head change right now. Just like that, like a fucking lunatic. I said, I'm just because Adam said, be honest with me. Tell me everything you're feeling to where this man knows everything to write in my book. Cause I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a journal. I'm going to write a how to do this. How do you do it? If you
That's
really
right.
want to do
That's
it,
right. Good for you.
you know what? Rehab should be a little bit more flexible because rehab for me getting locked in that motherfucker. No, I voluntarily came here, Dick. This was a volunteer service. I volunteered myself to come here. So if my boyfriend wants to come pick me up, thank you, sweet pea. I love you. If my boyfriend wants to come get me if I'm having a bad moment, I'll be back. Let me go. I paid y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think we should revamp recovery. I think that I really tapped into some things in my brain that I could never get to before. Like the algorithm is so easy for me to read, which is crazy because I used to say how smart I was, and I say all the time, no, bitch, you're dumb. You were on drugs. No smart people do drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I used to brag, I'm so smart. Nah, I wasn't. But and not that I am now. I'm just saying it. I was able to tap into things in my brain that I could have never got to before. The ideas that I have that I'm like, I just know that this is a good idea. I'll put it out there and someone will bite every fucking time. It's like I'm just full of life. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been bottled up for 46 years. I've been trapped inside of this brain of mine on all these meds. And And did I add shit to it? I did. Is it my fault? Probably. You know what I'm saying? Did my parents have a lot to do with it? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They really did. But I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? I'm 47. So it was just time to get it together. So to answer your fucking question is I felt alive for the first time in my life, and I felt pretty. I felt beautiful. I felt like a woman. I felt like, because I went through life like always like so frail. I mean, because I've been trying to be skinny my whole life. I'm not fat. Let me stretch the imagination. I'm thick.
Barbie.
Hey, what's up? I got a big ass and I'm thick. I got thick thighs and all the things, but I'm not fat. You know what I'm saying? And I had to like learn to get these. So to answer your question, I felt alive, and I didn't feel ashamed anymore, if that makes sense. I don't care. I mean, I don't know, girl. I just feel so alive, you know? And I feel like, one of the most, I would say profound moments for me was, just looking back at pictures of my kids. And I felt like what I would look at my kids and I would be like, I carried them in my body. I carried those babies in my body, like I gave birth to these kids. And I've never felt like so connected to children that I'm not even with, I mean, I had my babies when they were born, obviously for however long until, didn't.
Yeah.
And I never felt like a mother. And so for the first time, I knew when I got sober not to call my kids. I knew not to make that phone call. You know what I'm saying? I knew that, I love you, Susan. I knew that my kids need some space and that they have been through so much, and it will get back to them in time. I pray I'm at my daughter's wedding. I pray that when she gets married that she'll call me. And if she doesn't, I don't blame her, Sarah. I don't blame her. I felt like a mother. I felt beautiful and I felt proud. That's how I felt.
Oh, that is beautiful. That really is beautiful. And I want to say, just going through a journey of my own that has been very intense for me almost in the last year, because I've been on this journey of trying to be better for 6 years, but the last year is when I've grown the most. And I feel like I'm a new person, and I'm alive in a different way. But I could never imagine what it feels like to be alive for the first time in in 31 years.
31 years, yes. 31 years of 31 years of thinking that. I'll tell you what really fucking drove this home for me as far as the benzos and this. And congratulations, Tara, on your journey. I really admire anybody that's trying
Thank
to.
you. Thank you. Same to you.
Welcome. What was I saying to you? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh my gosh, I did too, because I was gonna say that's so sweet, and then I'd be forgetting too, girl. I'm sorry, because I am listening.
No,
I
it's
really
okay.
am.
I totally forgot, but one day at a time. Thank you, Barbie. That's so true. One day at a time. I always
One
say,
day
can I
at a
get that?
time. Yeah.
My mom's favorite movie was
Hi,
28
Amy.
Days. I always say, can I get that stitched on a pillow somewhere? Because that's a line from a movie, 28 Days with Sandra Bullock. That's one of my favorite movies. If you're in recovery, watch that movie, you guys. I mean, that movie's great. Sandra Bullock, 28 Days, got me through some rough times out in that tent. I'll tell you what.
Oh, did you binge TV on your phone? Is that what you did? And you were just talking about feeling alive for the first time in 31 years. Sorry, I remember now.
Okay, I was. I'll tell you. I'll get back to that. But I didn't have a phone. I did all the things that I felt like would make Adam feel secure with. If she really want to do this, I gave him my phone, and he left my phone. I didn't have a phone. I had nothing. I had Adam's phone. So yes, but I did watch TV. But I hunted. I hunt. I fish. I trail rides. Not trail rides. Trails. We walked the trails. We went on a boat.
So you didn't suffer all the days. You also took advantage of like nature and the wilderness when you did feel okay to get up and move around.
That's okay.
Oh, wow.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. When I went walking on the trails, your girl couldn't walk. I had to learn how to walk again, and I'm not fucking playing. As far as my balance didn't work, my natural body clock didn't work. I could not wake up on time. I couldn't fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I had the worst, my balance as far as, if I was trying to put a shoe on, I fall over. If I'm trying to walk a straight line or just walk straight, I'm falling over. You know what I'm saying? I didn't drive or anything because it was so fucking scary, dude. Plus the seizures and stuff. Obviously I couldn't drive, but you know, I mean, Adam would have to like, I would be like, I need you to hold me. And a lot of that is because those SSRIs and the benzos, they put this blanket over you, this heavy feeling. And for the first time, I picked up a stick and I fucking threw this stick. And I realized I used my shoulder for the first time in 2 years. How profound is that? I hadn't used my fucking shoulder in 2 years, girl. So my shoulders were sore as fuck from just throwing sticks in the woods. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. I smoked that weed. I walked into we were at a park, you know, some kind of national fucking forest shit. And I walk in and I'm like, holy shit. I go, this stuff looks so fucking real. He goes, it is. It's real. What are you talking about? Are you okay? No, it just looks like fucking 3D. Like, and he's like, you know, but I looked up and I'm like, and it's all these big, like big, tall, like, I don't know what they're called, redwood trees, or let's just pretend they're redwood. Real big, tall fucking trees where we were. And so I look up and I'm like, oh my God, I want to take pictures. I want to be a photographer. And in my mind, this is right when I said I needed that head change and I smoked the weed. And I'm like, I want to take just what an awesome picture that would be. And then I'm like, so we started, let you guys know a little secret. So like, you know, when we build a house or what have you, what we've been doing is like taking pictures on the road or whatever. And I'm going to decorate my whole house with like pictures, big black and white pictures of things that we saw when we were on the road. And I want to make my headboard out of that picture from those redwood trees or whatever, the tall trees. When I looked up and all the tree branches were there, so this clear blue sky, like right in the middle. And it was just so fucking beautiful. And so there's just this badass picture, just looking up all these tall trees and then the sky, you know? And so I'm going to make that my headboard. I want to blow it up really big on the wall. Could you imagine me talking about headboards 3 months ago or the last time y'all saw me, whenever that was? No.
Well, I have to say this, and hopefully it doesn't make you mad, but I think it's important. I know that obviously drugs were involved, but no matter what, I spent 3 days on Bud Street with you, and you did not even like leaving the bedroom to even go into a common area like the living room. And I only got you, and I've asked her at least 25 times, guys, come on, Mindy, let's just like go outside on this front porch. Like, you don't even got to walk to the, curb with me or nothing. Let's just go sit on this front porch. There's chairs out here. Like, I only got her outside twice. Okay. And you are literally telling me the most beautiful story about these trees. And I am like, this is Mindy who wouldn't leave the bedroom. And it wasn't because you were paranoid. I don't think it, like I said, I know drugs were involved, but I don't think it was because you were paranoid. You weren't paranoid about anything else. But no, you did not want to be around anybody.
Nope.
You did not like that. You did not like it at all. And you liked everybody in the house, at least at the time. So it wasn't that at all. And you didn't mind me in your face when I would come into the room or anything.
No, I mean, I remember some of that. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember one time being outside with you and I didn't stay out there very long, but I do remember you being like, girl, the fuck, can you come out of the room?
Yeah, because I wanted you to get fucking air. It wasn't even about like leaving the bedroom. I didn't care if you went to the living room, right? Because I would just hang out with you. But like we would just hang out in the bedroom. I didn't give a shit. But I would go out there to smoke and I'd be like, oh my God, it's beautiful out here. It happened to be a beautiful time of year. And I was just like, Mindy, come get some air, you motherfucker. And dude, you went downstairs only 3 times in 3 days. And that's where the parties were, because that's where, not party, but like, that's where the real hangout was down there in Crit's little apartment situation. And you wouldn't even go down there. Jason was gone most of the time. Me and you just would have to be in that room because like you wouldn't leave it.
Yeah, that's so true. I forgot about that, girl. I forgot that you were around me and you had to live that shit. I mean, it's like, man, I'm
You
sorry. And
did
I
not
owe
act you did not act a fool. You did not act a fool, Mindy. You didn't do anything to embarrass yourself. I didn't think any differently of you when I left there. So, like, yeah, like just leave that one alone. You and Jason, or how he thinks of you, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. But I'm telling you, you didn't look crazy. You weren't, no, no. You
I owe
didn't
you
do
a
anything that is like embarrassing that I would have to be like calling you after this and be like, Mindy, girl, you showed your titties to motherfucking his cousin and you jumped on this person and spider monkeyed that. No, no, you didn't do none of the crazy things.
I want to publicly apologize to Tira for, like I said, not a cop out. I don't really remember a lot of all of that, but I know I did you dirty and I apologize. And I'm thankful for your forgiveness. Thank you.
I'm so
Hello?
sorry. I'm so sorry. I was muted and then I'm talking to you. I appreciate that apology. I really do. I really do. Because, I think more than anything, when I feel like telling you, when I think it's a time to tell you, because it doesn't matter right now, I will tell you why we got into a fight. I want you to know because I don't think you remember, and I think you should know that, like, yeah, that's how like erratic you were and how like you were thinking and things like that. You know what I mean? And I will tell you one day, but it's just like that just really goes to show that drug use has changed, really changes you. Because if this is the real you, Mindy, we would have had the time of our lives on Bud Street.
Girl, but I would have never been on Bud Street. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I would
that
have
part.
been.
That part. Well, that part. Okay, but let's pretend hypothetical as fuck. We would have had a great time together, right? Like, let me say that. Let me say that.
You're right. I know exactly what you mean. And I would love to come see you again. I'm gonna come through there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hop off of here in about 5 minutes just because I got some things I gotta work on tonight. I gotta make some decisions, some life-changing decisions, and I gotta commit to, I've kind of left a lot of things up in the air with what I'm gonna do. I kind of had this feeling that like it's like, isn't the room, Susan, I love you so much. Susan Ryan was just that smile, like her smile, I love her smile. I love her. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of just had a feeling that I know I've always, like I said, I've always wanted to be sober. I've always wanted to be a good person, and I just couldn't get there. And now it's like, you guys know I have some talents. I can make these shirts and I can make candles and the skincare, all the things that I didn't make the skincare, but I did have some things added to it. I put my own twists on it, and I'm just good at like stuff, but who wants to buy stuff from a drug addict? Nobody. But kind of this whole back to my country roots and stuff, and Kinergy can tell you, my sisters are country as fuck. My parents are country as fuck. I grew up in the fucking country on fucking horseback.
Oh, I would have never guessed. I
Yes,
would have never guessed.
this ain't new. My parents were fucking cowboys. You know what I'm saying? My parents were cowboys. My mother was a barrel racer. My sister's a barrel racer. My other sister Aubrey. We grew up on a farm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we grew up in the city. We had a pool in our backyard. And then my parents, when I was 18, they moved to 40 acres and had about 18 quarter horses. They had a horse trailer with living quarters in it. We're talking. We're talking. My parents were cowboys. So anyway, I've always listened to country music and all the things. This is just coming back to my roots. That's all. And that's what the woods did for me, going out in that tent. Because you know what? How do you know what you like when people would be like, what are you interested in? And my new channel, I think I already said that. Hold on, let me get there. But people be like, what are you interested in? I don't fucking know. I don't know. What do you like to do? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's my answer. Been my answer for a long, long time. Going out in the woods and like going out on the boat and that was all sensory issue too. Like it wasn't fun. We went on the boat because your girl was having balance issues, and Adam's so fucking smart, bro. He's like, let's go out on the boat. I'm like, I don't get it. And then he takes me out on his little ass fishing boat. Okay, I need a pontoon. Your girl has got to be able to walk around. But guess what? Fix some balance issues, And it's like I was feeling just so insecure and so shaky.
Wow.
And he's just funny, man. And he's like, he could write a book and put a twist on everything that he did. And he's like, because he's funny. He's like, he takes me out to the middle of the fucking lake, bro. Throws an anchor, and I'm in this little ass fishing boat. He throws an anchor in the water, and I'm like, the water's coming. It's like the waves are taller than this big ass boat. I'm used to a pontoon. You know, here's the waves. They keep and I'm in the middle of the boat. I'm sitting in this little fishing boat, and I'm like this, you know, just sitting in the middle because I'm so terrified because the boat is like rocking. I don't want to fall in the water because it still wasn't warm outside, you know. I mean, it was the 1st of May, so it wasn't all that warm. And I don't like the water. I'm not doing the lake. If I can't see my feet, I don't want y'all motherfuckers in the water to see my feet either. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to get nibbled on by fish and shit. Fuck you. So it was the scariest thing in the world, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? It really worked. And so it fixed my balance issues. And then I would have like, okay, the weighted blankets. If you're going through withdrawals, anybody going through withdrawals, that's what the weighted blankets are for. They're not going to advertise that it's for withdrawals, but there's a lot of, like I said, like the SSRIs and the benzos, they make you feel heavy and safe and secure. And you take that away and you got all this anxiety and you're really shaking and you just want to feel heavy. Smoke some weed, get a weighted blanket, have your boyfriend hold you down. Adam had to physically fucking restrain me because my body would go like this, out of nowhere, just like that, jerking like this, like a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, am I permanently like this? And I still didn't go back to drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, God, I don't want to be this freak show. And there was a time, and this will all be in my book. I'm going to write a book called Coming Out of My Skin. And exactly what the fuck that meant was, I kept saying, I feel like I'm coming out of my motherfucking skin, bro, because the withdrawals were so fucking bad that I applaud any motherfucker that can get off opiates. Any motherfucker that can get off opiates. I love you. God loves you. You're a strong motherfucker. Don't do it again. Don't do it again, because I'll tell you what, there's something to be said about getting sober all by your motherfucking self. No judge is making you do it. No fucking probation officer. You're not pregnant. You're not going to prison. All the fucking reasons. No one's taking your kids. All these threats, this emergency, like, you got to get sober right fucking now. Well, guess what? It took me 31 years to get this fucked up. I'm not getting sober right fucking now. It's not going to happen. Be realistic, you know? I get really passionate about this because y'all, the normies, they want us to get better, but they want to do it on their terms. You know what I'm saying? It's like right now. It's like the show Intervention. I used to be weighted blankets, help with anxiety as well. Yes, Terry Lynn, they do. And obviously, I was on benzos. Benzos had a lot of anxiety. They do. And it's just, it's a sensory, you know, that weighted blanket, it's a sensory thing. So anyway, fast forward back to what I was saying. Rewind. Okay, is that I feel like y'all know we're on drugs. You know what I'm saying? You know we're addicts. And people be like, they're in denial. We're not in denial. I'm not in denial. I'm denying to you that you just caught me smoking meth in the bathroom. There's a big difference.
Right.
It's just any other accusation you bring to me, if I deny it, it doesn't mean I'm in denial, bro. It means I'm embarrassed. You just caught me fucking smoking dope in the bathroom. Of course I'm going to say, I didn't do that. You're lying. It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Or just any other accusation. It's like, come on, you guys got to look at it different because y'all are never going to stop wanting us to get better. So let me tell you how to help us help you. You know what I'm saying? Which is plan your sobriety. And all these corporate America bullshit fucking CEOs and all these multi-billion-dollar companies and shit, Ford Motor Company's the only one that will put you through rehab, give you time off and pay you, give you short-term disability, long-term disability. Get on board with that shit, America, because I'm not going to get on board with addiction as a disease because recovery ain't a disease. So to say addiction is a disease, you're saying recovery is a disease, and ain't no motherfuckers who's walking around catching recovery. We don't just walk around and catch that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And I can't put the cancer down. If I were to have cancer, I can't set that shit down. And I'm here to tell you right now that you can set it down. I can't set cancer down and just quit that shit. We're not getting on board with that. If corporate America wants to get on board with like helping people get sober, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to go through withdrawals. So do you see the panic that sets into an addict when you have this show Intervention and you take them to a hotel and other family members are in there? We want to get in that car with you, bro. I want to get in that minivan. I want to go to the lush rehab you're about to fucking fly me to on this TV show, but I'm panicking because the shit that means nothing to y'all motherfuckers, the dumb shit like our skincare, our backpack full of crap, all of our little containers and all of our fucking shit. It's all we need. So just like your house is important to you and all of the things that, you know what I'm saying, your cars and all of the things, just because we only have a backpack of shit or whatever, I'm just using this as an example. Everything that backpack's really important to us and we want to take it with us. And we probably have drugs in there. We want to do the rest of them. So it's just be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be like so jealous of the show Intervention. I'd be like, God, I wish that I had family that would have it. But the reality is I ain't getting in no flow. I gotta have time. So can we make a plan? Can we sit down and be like, listen, I know you're on drugs and that's okay. I'm gonna help you. Can you tell me what's going on with the kids? Because yes, some addicts still do have their kids. So where we at? School projects, birthday parties. Give me a list. Tell me what needs to be done. I'm going to take care of everything. Help me help you. Revamp recovery. You know what I'm saying? Get a journal or a calendar or whatever, and let's plan sobriety, because it's not a fucking emergency that they stop right this second. It's an emergency that they stop, and that you're never going to stop wanting them to get better. So get on the same fucking page. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen overnight because we didn't fuck our shit off overnight. So give us a couple of minutes. Adam did that for me. 2 years, this man. I'm not saying wait 2 years to get somebody sober. I'm saying sit down with your loved ones and have a plan. Just plan it out. It's like, how can I help you? What's your list of concerns? And don't laugh at their concerns. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, they're very valid. Make them feel like every single thing on their mind is important because you want it so bad for them to get sober, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like I could help so many people. I have to get my story out there. The woods, the tent, it's really so important, because if you really want to get sober, take them out to the middle of nowhere and take their phone. Where am I going to walk? I was 6 hours away from anybody that could give me drugs, you know? And I look for employment, so I'm not going to walk around and just ask people for some meth in a strange place. So,
and we did talk for maybe 10 minutes before, when we had talked about doing this live stream. And I said, what better way to get clean than to go from a tent straight on the road where you don't fucking know nobody? Was that part of Adam's plan as well?
It was the only way he was getting back. Gotcha. That's the only way he was getting back, is if I committed to.
Hold on 1 second, Mindy. Hold on 1 second. Ken, okay, sure. We're not going to do this because there's no reason for you to do that. And you know that. And you know that Mindy has said that to you numerous times. It's not, I don't have rules here. So we're not talking about rules. We're talking about not saying her sister's name in chat. Don't do it.
Stop acting like you fucking know me, bro. It probably is my sister.
And that's what happens. And then I have to address it instead of you just listening to me in chat. Why are you even arguing? I have moderators for a reason. And I understand if, in fact, right, Mindy said her sister's name, which that's what he's saying. You said her name, so he could say her name. That doesn't mean any of us are like referring to her sister. No, don't do it, Ken. It's not about rules. It's about a little respect. You know that it bothers Mindy. Stop, please. That's it. Yeah, you better take advantage while I'm not monetized. And what happens when I don't get to monetize this video? Because you want to play fucking music. I'm kidding. I know you don't want to stay much longer, but I do want to say that I spent like a month and a half getting off of all of my medication. And I literally, Mindy, do not want to live life without my medicine. And that's with weed. So I think it is so cool because I am so pro medicine, but I loved hearing the things that you told me about what the medicine does to my brain and how it changes it and things that you've taught yourself. Also, I need people just to simply remember that not only are you mentally ill, but you're dual diagnosis, dude. You have ADD and bipolar, and you're going to be a little hyper. And you just learn to live life. So you're going to be loving life and being hyper from that.
So much energy. It's fucking crazy, man. It's like, and that was my big problem. But guess what it was? It was the fucking SSRI. It was the fucking benzos. I would get off the dope and I would be fucking lagging. And it's because of everything, all the pharmaceutical bullshit that I was on. And people it's black or white for me. It's two different worlds. You're a pharmaceutical person, you're a nature person, and there ain't nothing wrong with either one. We just say we
Right,
don't,
right,
we
right.
don't, and there's nothing wrong with that. We just don't vibe on that topic, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's
Well,
like,
and I also have not had to deal with addiction. So, like, I feel like in this case, you have proven to me that an addict can be off of their medication. And I'm assuming that as you deal with mania and then you can't sleep, you'll learn how to do things naturally from your new love of nature, right? Like my little nature baby over there. Look at the little baby, nature baby. Look at
look
that
at this
baby,
guy.
nature baby.
Look at this guy. Is he not the
Look
fucking
at that
cutest?
guy. He was in the tent too, wasn't he? He was totally in the tent with you, wasn't he?
What? I'll tell you what, and I don't like to say this, and Susan's gonna be mad at me. So is Pip, and probably so is, let me see who else is gonna be mad at me. Yeah. Chris is gonna be mad. So anyway, I figured out what was wrong with SJ, and this is sad. Okay. His anxiety, this dog would shake like a fucking leaf, just like me. Remember how my voice used to shake and I would, like, I couldn't talk and I would try
Yeah.
to make a video and I'd be all shaky and shit. This dog would shake all the fucking time. And even when I was not on the dope or whatever, I was just a fucking anxious person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just whatever, Adderall, whatever I was doing. This dog doesn't shake. This dog couldn't chill. He was on my lap 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. This dog could give a fuck about your girl anymore. This dog is on. He just does whatever he wants, and he'll just lay down on his back. You know what I'm saying? Like he's chill as fuck. Doesn't shake anymore because what you go through, you put your animals through. Okay, and this dog felt every fucking thing that I ever felt. You know what I'm saying? And this dog has been. You know what? Like Bunny and Jelly having a baby. Congratulations, Bunny and Jelly. I used to not like Bunny, and I would look at
Oh, I didn't know that. Cute.
they're having a baby. I can't wait. But anyway, Bunny said that if you have like an unusual relationship with animals, it doesn't necessarily mean for everybody. It might mean that you had some kind of trauma in your life, whether you're a child or whenever, and an animal was the only thing that was ever there for you. And that is for me. You know, my parents didn't love me. My parents didn't hug me. My parents didn't tell me anything like, how did you care for SJ in the tit? Oh, I mean, um, how did he
How
die?
did he
He
adapt?
loved
Yeah.
it. He loved it because we were outside most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Fishing, you know what I'm saying? He went on the boat with us. He did everything with us. I mean, he's always in my arms, you know. So I mean, he just wants his mama. He don't care, you know. He
Yeah,
loved it out there.
right. As long as you're there, you don't care.
I mean, I think I always thought he was so cold, and that's why he was shaking. And it's like we got out in the warmth, and both of us stopped shaking so much, you know. But anyway, I just, you know, neither here nor there, but I was just saying that, like, my poor dog has suffered, and I that makes me sick, you know, because animals and children and old people, oh God, they're innocent, you
So
know.
you found out that it was anxiety, and that's
Mhm.
what is so sad. Okay, yeah, because animals can have that too. My sister's dog is even smaller than him.
Oh,
I think
really?
they're probably around the same breed, but her dog is a little bit smaller than
Mhm.
SJ. And that dog shakes all the time. And I think it's anxiety. And I've always said that. I don't think the dog's
Mhm.
cold. You guys are
No,
such animal people. And I wish I could be an animal person. And I was for a minute, but man, I have just been traumatized with two
um,
cat situations.
you should try dogs. I was always a cat person, and then you know, this is the first dog I've ever owned. My parents always obviously had dogs and stuff, but I've never owned a
Mhm.
dog. So, you know, I was always a cat person, and I had a cat that she would know when my stepdad would hit me or whatever would happen. That cat would come, and that cat is all I had. And then I was trying to sneak out of the house when I was 17, popped the car in a neutral because I had drove a 5 speed. I popped it in a neutral so I didn't have to turn the car on. So my parents didn't hear me sneak out. I fucking ran over my fucking cat that I had for 17 fucking years. Her name was Kitty Mutt, and she fucking died in my mom's arms on the way to the vet. And then I tried to kill myself. I put rocks in my, I jumped in the pool, tried to drown myself. It doesn't work. Don't try that at home, okay? And you know, so then I got a dog, you know, on my 40th birthday, and this dog has got me through some rough times. So okay, so my TikTok is truck around and find out with the and sign. That's me right there with the green peat. That's a green peat. It's built is what it's called. Okay. And then it's my handle is girl gone truckin with just an N, not an IN. And I got 103 followers in 24 hours on TikTok, on a brand new TikTok that I didn't advertise anywhere.
And just so everybody knows in the replay gang, all of her new stuff will be linked in the description box, and I will pin it as a comment. So everybody just come back and go to the comment section. You don't have to watch the replay or nothing, but come back to the comment section if you can't find her yourself. It will be pinned after the live stream.
When I get 1,000 subs on YouTube, I'm going to start posting content. So if I get 1,000 of my people from Prada over there, I'm going to post some shit. If it never happens, it never happens. I got things in the fire. But I love y'all. If I see you over there, got 1,000 people, I'm going to start posting shit over there.
We appreciate you spending an hour with us. Peace out, Girl Scout. Have yourself a good night. I'm glad you're not eating deer meat. Bambi loves you for that. And you look beautiful.
Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. That was literally the coolest time I've ever had with Mindy. Because let's not forget, the only time she's been on my panel is when we had to talk about, and I'm sure she's still looking at chat for a minute, you guys, if you want to say goodnight to her or whatever. Yeah, you know she ain't gonna just totally fucking tune out. Mindy, we know you're watching. No, I'm not. I'm gonna sit here with you guys. Yeah. I know that it's probably very hard. Oh my gosh, it was so great. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You guys, I knew the kind of question I was going to ask. Did I think we would ever see Mindy like really get in her feelings like that? No. I mean, I didn't do that to make her, tear up and stuff. I didn't think it would be like that for her. You know what I'm saying? But how amazing that we got the raw deal. I literally had her come on about 10 minutes before we started. And I'm like, Mindy, because I sent her all the questions that I had thought to ask her. And you guys tell me, I'll have you vote in just a moment. But I was like, Mindy, I don't think anybody wants to see the two of us pretending to be professional and having this professional interview together. I said, I think we just need to fucking chit chat, dude. And I've obviously thought of the questions. I'll remember them if they come up and I'll ask them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just so glad we did it that way because I was just going to do kind of like an interview. But I've only done one interview on this channel and it was 5 years ago almost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, no, dude, we've hung out. I don't think anybody wants to see us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks, Brooke. Thanks. Thank you so much. What a great, great conversation with her. I have my glasses off for a moment. What a great, great conversation. I'm so glad she had a chance to come on. Because they're home for the weekend. I think he is over the road truck driver, of course, but comes home on the weekends. Yeah, how fucking nice was that? I think the only thing she's going to struggle with, because I had to ask her, and we only spoke for 20 minutes on the phone one time before this, but I had to ask her, is your ADHD, is it effing with you? Because you're totally just on fast mode. Or are you dealing with mania? You know what I'm saying? How are you dealing with that? And I think that's going to be her only struggle because I do believe, thank you. Thank you. Put a 1 in chat if you guys think that I should just not even think about it. I'm glad you guys are here. It was a great chat. And yes, Terry Lynn, thank you for answering questions for me and stuff down there. I appreciate you so much. Miss Boop, Brooke, Sweet Pea, you handled that like a boss. You really did, because I was, wondering how that was going to go. Um, and I don't appreciate anybody arguing with moderators. There's no reason for it. Ever, ever. And, when it's said to you nicely, just like kindly, just don't do it again. Because I don't have rules on my channel. But what I did say in the beginning of the stream, no, you know what though? You could have kept going, and I was waiting for you to keep going, and you would have gotten a message after this, Sweet Pea. So I appreciate you. It's, only what, your third, second time moderating. I think you did great. I think you did great. Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. Go back a little bit and just two-time it, baby. You'll catch up. Um, yeah, because I normally don't have any rules. But going forward, because yeah, we don't have mod chats. I never know what moderators are even going to show up to my chat. I just get lucky on whoever does show up. And you guys, thank you for showing up tonight. Luckily, we only had one issue. You know what I'm saying? Aw, you're so sweet, Brooke. No, but he was here from the beginning, and I said, don't be saying names, don't talk about kids, don't fucking dox where people work and what their truck is and all the things. Yeah, I like him too. And hopefully he's just going to be a little salty and he'll be back for the next one. Or he'll come in a couple minutes and see that she's gone and he can come talk to me. You're not going to interfere with what we got out of Mindy tonight. If it would have been another situation, he might have gotten the attention he obviously wanted. CH, hi. He might have gotten the attention he obviously wanted, because I think he says those things to look cool. And I get it. You're a Mindy stalker, and that's what you're known for, and you're okay with that, and you own that, and we all know that. You know what's cool, guys? Yeah, and you know what? She bugs up on him every time. So that's what it is. Chat, hold on one second. Let me read this. Okay. You guys, I think. Hi, curls. It's all right. Everybody pretty much showed up. So they had your back, girl. Thank you for making it though. Now, I have all my moderators. You guys were all ready for me. But yeah, that's what we're going to start doing. If people want to do too much, it was not for attention. Kenergy, that's my opinion, and that's okay. Yeah, because I didn't hear her say her sister's name. I've never heard her sister's name. So for me to see it, I was actually wondering if any of my moderators were going to say anything. Otherwise, I would have cut her off. And then I also said my moderators can take care of it, because then I don't have to tell her that he's saying her name. No, she said my sister, Ken. She said my sister. See, if that's what you're talking about, he thinks he knows my sister. She had a country wedding. I'm not. I'm not doing this with you, Ken. I'm not doing it. Because you ain't bugging me up. You used to bug Mindy up, and when you used to talk about her. You know what? We don't need to bet because I'm broke. Otherwise, I would, She did say her sister's name and asked for Kenergy's opinion on her. Okay. Okay. Well, you'll have to forgive all of us. Okay. On behalf of all of us, we are sorry. But again, I didn't want anything in my chat. And my moderators don't tell me how to speak, but you know what I'm saying? They do know what I wanted to not happen tonight. And I think that you were really very much given a courtesy, considering they didn't hear it either. That you were given a courtesy because they were asked to just, I don't accept that non-apology, and that's fine. I don't need you to accept anything from me. I don't need that from you, Kenergy. And it's going to end right now. We're not even going to talk about Ken. And I don't appreciate you putting, can someone delete that comment, please? Where he says her sister's name again. Can we just do that? Because I should have asked you to do that the first time and I totally forgot. Whatchamacallit? So what are you guys doing? It's fucking Sunday night. I have to get to bed early tonight. I think I'm gonna have to take medication though. I woke up about 12:30, so I still woke up. Like I still feel like I slept good. I feel like I knocked out by like 1:30, slept till 12:30, so I slept a long time. So I slept good. So now I feel like, oh gosh, am I really gonna be tired by like 10 o'clock? No, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. Nobody has spoken it in the live since she did. And if someone wants to go back and find out Mindy's sister's name, at least it came out of Mindy's mouth, right? And that's all we're gonna say about that. Can someone please time him out for 10 minutes? Maybe he can get his life together and come back and like have some respect. Yes, thank you, sweet pea. Yeah, no, it's hot in here. It's literally 90 degrees. About to get ready for bed for your Monday. I hear you, Susan. That's what it is. Tomorrow, I'm going to get up and go get the paperwork that I need to get so I can get my ID, get that taken care of. I know. And that's a problem and that's just not something I'm going to deal with. But it did not ruin but 2 seconds of what we had with Mindy on here. And I'm just really happy that everything was taken care of in my chat. I've never really had an issue like that in my chat, to be quite honest. And I think it was handled the best way anybody would know how to in fucking modding for 2 times. Like I'm just saying. Um Whatchamacallit, please hit that like button because there's still 43 of you here. How many likes are there on this? Thank you, Susan. Thank you. I'm feeling so good about this live, and I think that's why I'm staying on because I'm like totally time to pitch out it fast, right? Oh no, he totally is. Good job to the mods. Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. Pippadot, love it. I'm so glad. Barbie, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. No, my moderators are amazing. They're just absolutely fucking amazing. But while hi Jules, while all my moderators are here, I would like to say to you guys that I'm not a good streamer anymore. I forget all the time to remind people to like the stream. And I would like us all to just be a little more conscious. And, you know, if you guys can pay attention to the fact that there's 43 people in here and maybe only 10 people liked it, you know, please just if we can, you know, kind of go out and in and just kind of keep track of that and try to be more conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? I would really appreciate it, guys, because yeah, I'm not streaming the way that like streamers stream. You know what I'm saying? Like what streamer forgets to tell somebody to like their stream? No, that's not acceptable. So I just need my girls to have my fucking back. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Amanda. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad you missed Mindy. But you know what? You could be part of the replay gang. Just stay here and chat with us because right now that's all we're doing. Yes. Oh, yes. Everybody did so good tonight. You guys really did good, and I'm just really, really glad that there wasn't a lot of assholes. I really am because I expected some real big assholes. You know, I heard there's people talking about it behind the scenes, and maybe they just wouldn't dare come over here and talk their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they'll just watch the replay and maybe leave nasty comments or something. Bye, Susan. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, you guys are typing to chat for me. Yeah, no, I no, and I totally agree. I agree with that. But I think the fact, Barbie, that like none of us heard it because it wasn't just Sweet Pea. Someone else had asked them not to say it too. Let me talk about no. We had that the other night, Amy. We had that the other night. Yeah, we had to like totally boot somebody. But you know what though? I invited that person. No one talked about anyone's kids. Oh no, they did tonight, Amy. You're right. That is what happened. Mindy's cult survivor came in, thought she was going to show her ass and, become part of the show. And that just like wasn't going to go down today, baby. Not today. And you know the worst part, guys? I would have let her stay here. I would have let her stay here. If you would have just not been a gross pig, she came in saying something, some ratchet that you just, I think she was talking about feeding SJ, the doggy, the deer meat. And then she's like, oh, is that what you did to your kids? You just fed them deer meat or something? I don't fucking know. We do got some psychos on the interwebs, honey. Yes, we do. MCS said you're always talking about her. Far from true. Who is MCS? Oh my God. Yes, curls. Yes, it's all Gucci. That's right. It's so funny. It's so funny, curls. That is something that my boyfriend says to me all the time. You Gucci? Okay, I'm gonna go outside. Babe, you Gucci? Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. It's wrong. Yeah. It's Mindy's Cult Survivor. You haven't seen that account, curls. Or ever. Bury that, Brooke. Bury that. But again, we have psychopaths that come here. You know what I'm saying? And that just sucks. Yeah, so mods, if we can just, be more conscious. I need to be better at it my damn self. So hopefully we can just all encourage each other to be more conscious of it. Oh, you're answering my question. Hey, did anyone do anything fun this weekend? What'd you guys do this weekend? Who is that, you guys? Just say what the M is for. Who in the hell could you guys be talking about? And why is that person talking about me talking about them? Oh, Mindy's cult survivor. That is the reason that you guys, duh. God, why am I so slow? That is terrible. My brain don't work right. And I think Mindy just fucking, man. Here, hold on. This looks like a good comment. Yep. In Brooke, I think a lot of people, I had a friend reach out to me and they were like, how can you talk to Mindy again after she sent a video to that guy? And I'm like, no, dude, there was no video. Curls, you know what? Between you and BB, when BB's not here, you just take her place and you guys just be treating my soul. I'm glad it's so funny to you. I couldn't even tell Mindy what she was talking about, and I was really fucking listening. That's terrible. That is terrible. But yeah, there is no video. Yeah, he would have showed that shit so fast. But yeah, she had Jason reach out to me, and I think she had just fucking said what she said on her channel maybe 2 weeks before that. And then dude started saying he had videos and shit. Well, she had Jason reach out to me and say, dude, there is no video of you. Like, do not worry about that dude showing a video. And I didn't reach out to Jason at all. She must have really had him reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do much this weekend, and I really wanted to go over to who I call Mama Dynamite's house. We were supposed to go to her house. She's my friend from McDonald's. She's been working there forever. Everybody knows her. They call her by a different name. Everybody else calls her by a different name. That's just like my nickname for her. And then she calls my boyfriend nephew Dynamite. It's fucking funny. I don't know where it even came from. I wish I could tell you. I don't remember. But I wanted to call her yesterday and go over there, and I didn't. But I just still was not feeling good. But after 2 days of NyQuil, you guys, like I feel so much better today. Am I still coughing? Am I still blowing my nose? Yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. I did not have felt. Oh, that's right. You weren't feeling good. Are you feeling better, Curls? Is that why you're here? She's wondering if you can share what Mindy did to make you upset. Yeah, no, totally, I can. Mindy went. You know what? No, I'd rather not get into it, but I will talk about it in a video coming up because I literally, and this is just the honest to God truth because I don't mind saying it just because we talk. Um, did Mindy explain? Yes, she did, and she literally did it to prove a point to Adam. I will do that video and I will explain all the things because I am going to be talking about Mindy and something she said tonight in a separate video. And I would really just like to kick it with you. I just literally don't want to tell the story right now. But I promise you, because I have a video that I'm going to be doing, that she said something here in this stream. So I will, in fact, say the whole thing. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Terry Lynn. Thank you. Um, I actually have my glasses on and I thought I was watching chat. So you guys are typing a little fast though tonight. So I just want you to know you guys are really like on the fucking keyboards. Please hit that like button. There's still 36 of you in here. I hope there's 36 likes on this stream. Now 39. Okay, there's 39 of you. How many likes are there? Someone, can you go look and tell me how many likes are on this stream? Yeah, no, and I will tell the whole it is no, and I will tell the whole story, Amy. Yes. Please don't think that I mind telling you or that I even normally I would just fucking say it. I just want to kick it with Jews. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to kick it with Jews. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, so much about other things, Okay, good. Okay, okay. Okay, moderators. Okay, moderators. Look at you. How we get all this thumbs up, baby? Yeah, yeah. Aw, thank you, Amanda. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. You're the best. I know, I know. But you know what, though? Maybe the new specialist is exactly what it is you need. You know what I'm saying, really? You guys know that it was 90 degrees in this house. That's what I think I was saying before I cut myself off or lost my train of thought, one of the two. 90 degrees. Everybody with a bedroom has. Oh my god. Everybody with a bedroom has an AC. Okay, but remember, me and Pookie do not have a bedroom. So I hang out in the kitchen. He will either be outside. Thank you, Amanda. Oh my god, that has to be highlighted. From your fingers to baby Jesus's ears, honey. 34, baby, 34, or. And we had about 50 in here at one time. So that's not bad odds, guys. That's not bad odds at all. We always expect a good 10, 20 haters. And of course, they hit the dislike button, which also helps me. I don't really know why they have to hit the dislike button, but hey, it helps me. Like, who am I to complain about it? Why would I even complain about such things? So, I'm super surprised she wasn't here tonight. I don't know. You know what, though? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I do know that Chris is dealing with Like a motorcycle accident with a friend. 3 window ones going, yeah. And you know what? It's not like they leave their doors open to like do the whole house. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to keep their space cool. And yeah, there's not an AC unit in this home to put in the window here in the kitchen. No one has ever bought one for the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he has lived here all these years without AC, but like this is for the birds, honey. I'll sit here at this table in this like fake like pleather, chair that is at the kitchen table, the kitchen chairs, and my butt will be like moist. You know what I'm saying? Just from sitting. My back will be moist. It's terrible. 90 degrees, that's a lot, man. Why you don't have any AC? Yeah, Terry Lynn, I don't know why you keep going back and forth with her, though. I really don't. I don't know why she keeps paying attention to what you're saying. I don't know why you keep saying. I don't understand it. And I think the both of you get so upset with each other. And it's just like I don't understand why you guys do it. Oh, Amanda, you called her out too. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on, but yeah, I don't see a point. But that's just me today. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I haven't participated in the shit myself. It's hard for me to say, "Oh, you guys should stop," and drama's not worth it. And even what I just said right now, why does she look at it? Why do you say it? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. But at this time in my life, I understand that part, right? Is that she makes it hard, and I understand that. She lies on you. Okay, okay. And see, that's a problem, right? And I understand that. And I think for me, that's the hardest part is because Terry Lynn, okay, does not give a shit about her channel, like at all, right? Like she cares, but then like she doesn't care, right? Like she's not here for the same reason as me. Chris confuses me, I'll just say that. Yeah. And I think she confuses a lot of people, and I wish she could see that too, but you can't make people see things. You just can't do that. But at the same time, I also know she's fully capable of just walking away from YouTube. Being that I don't see Chris scares me a little. Wow. Damn, Amy. Wow. Um, Thank you for being honest. That's a lot though, right? Like and please, I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just like a little surprised that you feel that way. But and everyone is entitled to their opinions here, and I know that I have been confronted in chats, and there's been chats where I've had to take full accountability and be like, no, I totally fucking get it, right? Like that's why yous are talking about me because I did this, that, or the other. And you know today, well, I think the problem is, and the next day I was on here calling most disgusting pig on YouTube here, and everyone comes for stubbing them, then talking shit. And, maybe that's just who she is. Tina, I don't, let me finish my thought. And then Tina, here, let me put you up here. Hold on. Let me put you up here, and then I'm not going to forget you. I was going to say, remind me. That's not fair. Let me put you up on the screen. It is extremely difficult for me to see 3 of my supporters fighting with each other. And because there are community posts and, you guys can utilize your channels, You know how to screenshot, you know what I'm saying? All the, hi, JoJo, hi. Bitch, you better stay out them motherfucking bushes. I'll have these moderators throw that wrench in there just to get your ass. And then I have to understand that Chris has made her bed and she has to lie in it, you know? But at the same time, I just need people to understand that I am a creator. And the last thing I need, loan, you know better. No way. Loan, my moderators will throw wrenches that magically only get people like you. Okay? I'm telling you right now. And maybe she does, you know, and maybe that's just who she is. Thank you for being here, Lone. Now that I've yelled at you. No, they do. They have magic wrenches just to get you people out of there, you and JoJo. Right, not again. Terry's tired of throwing her wrench to go get you. Okay, so yeah, it's just I'm a creator here and I'm not going to tell people to quit supporting me. Amy, there's a woman in this community and she goes back and forth between me and my abuser all the time. All the time. I'm surprised she's not in here tonight. In fact, she's probably not in here tonight because they finally told her she had to choose a side and she chose her side. But her name is Patty. And Patty thinks it's okay to come over here. I just don't know how I felt about Mindy yet. Well, Lone, I hope you learned some things about her at least, right? I just don't think that, you know, I don't understand how people think. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want people to ever feel like they have to choose sides. And I, for some reason with Patty, you know what I'm saying? Right. Terry Lynn, very that. You know what I'm saying? Very that. But yeah, like I if you're gonna help the algorithm and if you're gonna watch my videos and you know, if you're contributing to my paycheck, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to reply to you and I'm going to respect you as long as you respect me. And has she done some crazy things? Yeah, she has done some crazy things. But I'm able to see her side of them. That's a fact, you know, right? Like, oh snap, who gave her the ultimatum? Sorry, that was kind of a burp. Let me go see what I missed. I don't know what I've missed. Right, get out of them bushes. Get out of them bushes, girl. Sweet Pea sees you if you're in them bushes and you ain't supposed to be. She's throwing her wrench. That's what she's saying. So whoever comes in this chat next and tells me you were in them bushes, I know that Sweet Pea came and got you. And who's a friend, you know, absolutely. And I do think that, you know, I have a friend or two who's concerned about me being friends with people. And I just, you know, need my friends to understand that I know exactly what I'm doing at all times. DK, Sweet Pea, thank you. We got another one out of the bushes. DK, I do not believe that we like each other, but thank you for coming out of the bushes. And if we do like each other, I'm sorry that I'm mixing you up with someone else, but I don't think you leave nice comments. I'm just saying. But Sweet Pea got you out of there, and as long as you're in this chat, that's what matters to me. Because you're her own action accountability shouldn't take. I was getting that, yeah. Oh, I was washing my coo. You are too funny, girl. You are too funny, JoJo. Are you gonna go back and watch the replay, Jojo, and see like what Mindy had to say since you were so late, or are you just not interested in Mindy? I'm just curious. I don't mind you, Sabrina. I just don't like her, but I respect that you do. Yeah, and it's really just I'm going to talk to anyone who talks to me. I have someone named Shannon who has been around for many years as well. And she has a really hard time understanding why someone who she calls my bestie or my best friend, talking to someone under their video that happens to be from a really bad community of people who are very cruel to me, okay? And she has a really hard time understanding how I don't take that as her being two-faced or something like that, right? Like how I don't get mad at her. But like as a creator, and this bestie of mine is a creator, um, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I reply to every comment until I cannot. I've always said that for 5 years. And I really do reply to every comment. Am I going to miss some? Yes, because I get far too many. But I definitely try. Okay. I definitely try. And sometimes I'll just be bored and I'll go look for comments I haven't fucking done. You know what I'm saying? There's a place in the studio that'll tell you all the comments you missed. And I'll go and clean that out every now and then, even. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can heart everything at least. But no, it's like when you're a creator, you don't look at it the same. And I guess I don't expect a subscriber to understand. You know what I'm saying? Just Tara said, started calling me a hater. Hold on. Where I wasn't, so I typed that. Then Tara, I remember that. Hi, Jisnet. Hi, Boo. Um, I remember your name, and I just felt like, okay, if you came out of the bushes, you're either here to talk shit. CH, I am so glad to see you. I really am. I definitely did, Brooke, because I don't address people like that, even when I know that they're like that. But I was like, okay, so I'm talking about Sweet Pea sending the fucking magic wrench, and then I think that a hater just came in here, and that's what made me do it. What's the bushes? When you're not chatting and like you totally should be, the bushes are also where the haters go. That's why I called you one, right? Because like in my head, you were one, but then I didn't want to be like, oh, Sweet Pea went and got haters with her wrench just in case you came in here to talk shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that, because normally I won't do that. So I'm sorry that that happened. I'm really, 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 really. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Did you come to see Mindy, or were you able to see that, or are you going to have to catch the replay? Yeah, watching and not chatting. That's exactly what the bushes is. Yeah. It is somebody with a different name, with a similar name, because they're mean. Can creators see people in the bushes? No, Miss Tina, we cannot. I wish I could see who's watching me. Oh, okay, DK, yeah, because Mindy was up here for about the first hour and 10 minutes is when she left. Yeah, we can't. Good night, girls. Have a good night, mamas. I hope you have a good week too, and good luck with the specialist. Yeah, no, we don't get to see. We don't get to see nobody. The only people we know are here, those of you who are chatting. Oh yeah, Sweet Pea, that part. It was a great live. You definitely we want to be part of the replay crew. It was a really, really great live. I'm so proud of Mindy because, dude, I promise you, once I met her, I never thought I'd see her even get emotional. I didn't think she had emotions. I really did not think. Oh, so you got to listen. Okay, good. It's all right. Hi, Heather. Hi, babe. That's all right. Replay gang, I'm nothing without the replay gang either. I so appreciate you bitches who come here, but the replay gang, like I'm nothing with the stream is nothing without the replay gang. People watching it back, and you know what I'm saying? That's the best part. That's how you get it into the algorithm when you have small chats like me. Once my chats get bigger, the replay gang won't be as that sounds terrible because I'm talking about humans and I don't mean it like that. I just realized what I'm ranting about. That's not really what I mean at all. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Yes, please hit that like button. Oh yeah, share it if you know anybody, if you know people will enjoy seeing Mindy for sure. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm 9 people away from 3,000. Oh my gosh. How cool is that? That is so cool. So cool. I wanted to ask her though about Amber. Oh, you know what, Lone? That would have been a good answer. But yeah, I don't think tonight's stream was good for that. I agree. I'm glad you didn't, but don't mean I won't be asking her when I talk to her. Because we do have each other's phone number. So I can talk to her at any time. I'll have to text her after this. Don't you worry about it. And I'll put it on my community tab, girlfriend. I'll totally put it on my community tab. I think Amber is Mindy's cult survivor. Got you, girl. Got you. You should have, because a lot of people are wondering. Okay, okay. Yeah, right. Like it could have been. Oh my God, Brooke. Oh my gosh. And I'm going Tuesday officially to get my ID. Or tomorrow, I'm gonna pick up paperwork that I need to be like a homeless person with an ID since they won't accept my handwritten lease. Like what else am I supposed to do? Um and you got to have, proof of all that stuff. So yeah, by Tuesday I'll be able to monetize the channel officially. You know what? I think someone else told me that, Amy. And you know what? I think I better quit saying that then, huh? Because I really have always thought that was her. She was talking about. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, Lone, you're an Amber supporter. Oh, yeah, Brooke. And I cannot wait because, dude, the fact that I will be able to do members only content, I will be able to talk to you all day long. I'm not going to be doing a Discord. We'll be able to talk over there, no problem. And I'll be able to see everybody who's a member. So if we have somebody in there for the month who's being a creepo, then I'll post it on the community tab and everyone can shut up for a month. Because I'm going to delete community tabs over there once a week, anyways. So I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes, 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 yes. I have to, girl, so I can get on that damn Greyhound. I'm telling you guys, every other day it's a bad day over here. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I should do a video about that or something. Oh my gosh, the dog. I'm in here in the dark because mom has been bugging up about the lights being on, right? So I'm in here in the dark. And the dog is moving around and he scared the shit out of me. And I thought it was a ghost and I almost fucking screamed. Oh, I would have got caught screaming. No, dude, I had to fucking call my mother and be like, Mom. No, I haven't heard nothing about her either, Amy. I was like, Mom, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. and I cannot leave until I get paid, obviously. So, like, I need somewhere to go. It is too, like, I got too many days left to go, and I just don't know if I can keep my sanity because one day, 2 days is lovely. And then this mug will wake up in a bad mood, honey, and it's all over with. And ain't nobody got time for this shit. Like, dude, I'm so over it. I've already overstayed, which is what I was afraid of, staying too long while he's in this, like, just, I'm gonna just be an asshole when I feel like it type shit. Oh God, I can't. I can't. And I'm so done talking about it on YouTube. I just want to get to West Virginia already and just see wherever life takes us. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm just tired of talking about it. And I also know that I don't come on here and ever talk about the good things either. And I don't want it to just be a bash session of him. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he cares that I talk about our relationship and give my opinions and what I'm feeling and stuff, right? But like, I also don't come on here and say, oh my God, best weekend ever, because like we don't do nothing either. I said Amber was pretty in the comment, and Mindy said whatever said that is a liar. Oh, I don't think Amber is pretty. That's just my opinion. And she has a new community post already. Oh, okay. So recently, I see what you're saying. Recently. She definitely has too many issues for me as well. She's the one who pulled my FOIA. And like, who would have thunk anyone would beat the pig to pulling my FOIA? Or as he would say, the foyer. Oh, it was captured in a screenshot and reposted. That part sucks, yeah. That sucks. Yeah, because that's not, something nobody wants to do. If someone chooses to come over here and I talk about them and they get their feelings hurt, like no one told you to click on me. Like if you know that I don't like you, like you really shouldn't click on me because you just never know if you might come up and you might be a little salty. You might be a little fucking salty because I might just say something. Hold on, guys. I have to go potty. Good night, Terry Lynn. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much, girl. Hey, Cookie. She seemed high as hell. Cookie, that's definitely not the case. Why does he say foyer? I don't know. I don't really know, Amy. But if he looks up for a foyer, he's going to be screwed. Supposedly he talks to my family and stuff too. So, I mean, we'll see. Because apparently, But yeah, she pulled my FOIA. And I'm like, damn, girl, somebody had to do it. Look at your cool ass. She had that shit in like a week. No, Cookie is not referring to Amber. But yeah, just, trying to get through this last week, I suppose, right? Say it's the 22nd. Oh, I got some PayPal donations. Thank you, Jill. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you, Jill. Oh, that was sweet of you. So sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I got some cash apps. Thank you, Bonnie. Bonnie Ray. Sorry, RAE. That threw me off a little bit. Thank you to Sammy. Thank you, Sammy. And thank you to Steven. Steven, thank you. I didn't even know you watched my channel. That was very kind of you. Thank you. You shouldn't be in the bushes, though, if you're going to donate. You don't belong out there. I need the moderators to throw that magic wrench in the bushes and see if Steven will come on out and play. How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have? Because we have 34 people in this chat room right now. So how many likes do we have by the end of the live? Because I'm going to get off of here. I've been on here for a couple hours now, so I just feel like my mouth hurts, and that's just me being honest. My fucking mouth hurts. Oh, thank you, Lone. Oh, the sober comments. Yeah, no, that was about Mindy. I get what you're saying. I hate when I answer something and I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, but I should, because I didn't read something right. I hate being live. When oh my gosh, 40. There's only 36 of you right now when I'm ending this, and there are 40. Oh, what are the next steps with my mom? I'm going to try to go stay with her until I leave on the 28th. And I can probably leave on like the 26th now because I don't have to stay until the 28th. If I'm by my mom, I won't be going to no doctor's appointment because that was the only reason for me staying that long. So there's that. So yeah, thank you. Because yeah, we went somewhere else. 33. I'm ending this stream and there's 40 likes. Moderators, thank you so much for being here tonight. Next up with your mans. Oh, I thought you said mom. My man. Okay, she said man. I don't know yet. No, I don't see it that way, Cookie. And I hope that you have watched either the whole thing or you'll go back and actually watch her. Because we all seen a very different Mindy than you did. And hopefully you'll see her one day like that too, Yeah, I'll do a vlog anyway in the next couple days. Yes, my mom is good, and I'm just glad I'm talking to her again. It was nice to be able to call her when I needed her, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm on, but I will be doing a vlog. I am just tired of complaining about my damn relationship because like the only one who could fix it is motherfucking me. Good night, everybody. Have a great Monday. Have a great start of your week. Have a great first day back to work. Have a good Monday because Mondays suck. Peace out, Girl Scout.